Hi, my name is Julian Chambliss. I'm a professor of English and the Val Behrman Curator of History at the MSU Museum. I'm also the faculty lead for the Graphic Possibilities Comic Research Workshop. We're here to talk about our project completed under the auspices of HNet Spaces, Foundations of Literature through Graphic Narrative. Now I'll turn it over to my colleagues, Ritesh and Brittany, to tell you more.
Thank you so much, Dr. Chambliss. Foundations of Literature Through Graphic Narratives offers a comics-based pedagogical outlook of traditional literary genres. Through the auspices of HNet, as Dr. Chambliss mentioned, we took inspiration from the research work conducted by the Graphic Possibilities Workshop here at Michigan State University to curate this open access digital resource. Our goals were to provide a litany of comics texts which could act as an introduction to, well, graphic possibilities within the literary canon and to subvert the typified representations of graphic narratives as lowbrow literature. Doing so through the HNet network meant a greater and more democratized access to those in any pedagogical capacity. We were also able to employ an accessible module based design to categorize the texts within the structure of a typical academic semester. High contrast text, multiple font choices, and image thumbnails in various sizes, all housed within a customizable framework of text and image blocks, certainly assisted us with this outcome. Along with Brittany, my colleague, my responsibility was to appropriately assign comics texts to specific literary genres and categories based on text type and length. In my personal capacity, I wanted to include texts which were not only compelling and highly topical to increase class engagement, but those which could also provide a different perspective of the genre they were included in. Examples include Shade the Changing Girl's psychedelic visuals and a Cat Stevens inspired Moonshadow, with its outrageous experimentation under poetry, searingly sociopolitical discourse in The Adventures of Luther Arkwright in longer prose, and interrogating notions of identity and play with Nimona, Astro Boy, and Transformers under adaptation. We truly hope this resource acts as a consummate reference and opens the doors to comics and graphic narratives being more frequently deployed in classroom environments everywhere. I now hand it over to Brittany.
Thank you, Ritesh. At its foundation, this project was grounded in a pedagogy of intentionality. As Ritesh noted, our aim was not only to interrogate prevailing assumptions about comics, but also to extend that critique toward the boundaries of the literary canon and the archive itself. Our engagement with comics served as a means to explore genre across dual dimensions: prose, poetry, and drama on one axis, superhero, horror, the transnational, and Black speculative fiction on the other. The result was an accessible virtual archive designed to link seemingly disparate cultural and narrative norms, generating assemblages that become central to scholarly exploration. By situating comics within this hybridized module genre framework, we sought to illuminate how the medium's formal structures intersect with narrative fluidity to cultivate students' critical, visual, and multimodal literacies, thereby fostering deeper analytical engagement with issues of history, identity, and culture. In centering comics within this pedagogical design, I adopted a methodological strategy that mirrored both the rigor and transdisciplinarity fluidity inherent to the medium itself. Responding to multiplicities of publics this project sought to engage, I curated a corpus of Black speculative comics that foregrounds a wide spectrum of graphic expression and experimentation. Texts such as Harriet Tubman Demon Slayer, A Nation Under Our Feet, Bitterroot, Incognito, and the graphic adaptations of Kindred and Parable of the Sower exemplify the multi-genre ethos at the heart of this project, one committed to challenging students' assumptions about genre, text, and the politics of narrative form.